Are you okay, sis? Are you walking too fast?
I can see the sign. Bargain sale up to 50% off. We've got to buy today or we'll regret it. But to pass up a promotion to take care of someone with a disability. You're so pitiful, Chief.
Huh?
What? You turned down the transfer to headquarters?
The one who shouted was my subordinate, Yuno Washimiya. She's 26 and a regular employee in the sales department. Apparently, her father is the president of another company, making her a true blue-blooded heiress. She doesn't bring it up much, so I've never heard which company her father runs.
Getting a transfer offer from headquarters is a huge deal. It doesn't happen every day. If you pass up this chance, you might not get another one. Why?
Well, I thought about it, but there's something more important to me right now. I'm Aoto Nanami, 27 years old. I'm a supervisor in the sales department, and my work is good enough to get me an offer to transfer to headquarters, I guess.
Is that so? Well then, I'll just take the spot you turned down someday. You'll regret it then.
I see. Well, if you really want to go to headquarters, you might have to work a little harder.
Just you watch, Chief.
I'm looking forward to it. To put it simply, Yuno is a bit prickly. But I can tell her aloof attitude is just her way of hiding her feelings for me, which is kind of endearing. She's stubborn, but she's a good kid at heart. She listens to my guidance, and her sales numbers are above average. A few years ago, I was actually her trainer when she first joined the company. Maybe my passion for patiently teaching her, naive as she was, got through to her. While she's a professional at work, we have a comfortable rapport. It feels like I've gained a little sister. I'm home.
Welcome home. Dinner's ready.
The voice that greeted me when I got home from work belonged to Ayaka Nanami. She's my sister, 1 year older than me. She has a job too, but it seems she got home first today and made dinner. She's kind and good-natured, but my sister actually suffers from a genetic disease called retinitis pigmentosa, and she lost her sight 4 years ago. Our family home is in the countryside and isn't very accessible, which would make life difficult for my sister now that she's lost her sight. That's why my sister and I live together in the city, where things are more accessible. Even though she can't see, she cooks and takes care of herself. She's my sister, but I truly respect her for not letting her disability get her down, and for always looking forward. If anyone were to ask about my sister, I could proudly tell them what a wonderful person she is. The reason I turned down the transfer to headquarters was so I could continue living with her. Whoa, what's with the sunglasses?
Akari gave them to me today. The star shape is cool, isn't it? Do they suit me?
Is saying they suit you even a compliment? And so, I live these never boring days with my calm but sometimes eccentric sister. By the way, Akari is my sister's best friend. It seems she has a unique sense of style.
I'm glad to hear your energetic voice.
You totally got me. Anyway, thanks for making dinner, sis. It looks delicious.
You're welcome. Eat up. Oh, by the way, listen to this. I was out today and someone helped me.
Seeing my sister happily recount the day's events, I couldn't help but smile. It's retinitis pigmentosa. The progression varies from person to person. Some may lose their sight in a few years, while for others it may take decades. It's also possible that some may never lose their sight completely, but we can't say for sure without monitoring the progress.
What?
My sister received that diagnosis when she was in her 3rd year of high school. Retinitis pigmentosa is a rare genetic disease where the cells in the retina gradually deteriorate.
Is there no cure?
Unfortunately, there is no fundamental cure. All current technology can do now is slow the progression with medication.
No.
My sister had never had any issues with her eye exams before. But one day, she felt it was unusually difficult to see in the dark and went to an ophthalmologist. After a detailed examination at a large hospital, she was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa.
I want to be a fashion designer when I grow up. I want lots of people to wear the clothes I design.
My sister was in the home economics club at her all-girls high school. With her excellent sense of color and design, she devoted herself to dressmaking.
You can totally do it, Ayaka. The clothes you make are super cute.
Her friends, her family, everyone around her believed without a doubt she would achieve her dream. Who could have imagined that such a hopeful future would be cut short by an incurable disease? She worried that as her vision slowly faded, she wouldn't be able to do the design work she loved, let alone live on her own. Not even knowing when she might lose her sight completely, my sister was being crushed by anxiety for her future. But then,
Even if you lose your sight someday, Ayaka.
that promise completely changed my sister's perspective. Are you okay, sis? Are you walking too fast? One weekend, I was at the shopping mall with my sister and Akari.
Thanks, I'm fine.
I can see the sign. Bargain sale up to 50% off. We've got to buy today or we'll regret it.
This is my sister's best friend, Akari Kiraki. The party sunglasses from the other day were her doing.
I'm so excited to buy lots of cute clothes with you today, Ayaka. Let's buy a ton for research.
You're right. I'm excited too.
The two of them are very close. It's no wonder since they've spent a lot of time together since their all-girls high school days. Akari has been helping care for my sister even after she lost her sight. She comes over to our house often, so we've gotten to know each other well. I'm sure my sister has been saved by her boundless optimism time and time again. By the way, the fact that I'm attracted to Akari is a secret. I haven't even told my sister.
Alto, I can feel quite an intense gaze from you. Could it be that you... Well, I suppose I shouldn't pry.
Oh, there's a vending machine over there. I'm getting thirsty. I'll go grab something.
My sister. I've never been able to keep secrets from my sister, and it seems that hasn't changed.
Chief?
While we were waiting for Akari to come back, we ran into Yuno, who was apparently also out shopping. Yuno, what a coincidence. Are you out shopping too?
Alto, do you know her?
Yeah, she's a subordinate from work. She's a real hard worker. You know, this is... I figured she was also here for the sale, and was about to introduce my sister to her when it happened.
I was wondering what could be more important than a transfer to headquarters, but I see now.
I guess you can't just leave her alone if she can't see.
But to pass up a promotion to take care of someone with a disability. You're so pitiful, Chief.
Huh? Hearing such malice from the girl I thought of as a little sister, my mind went blank.
You had a great opportunity to succeed at headquarters, and you're throwing it all away for her. It's such a waste. It's not too late. You should break up with her and make a choice you won't regret.
It seems she's mistaken my sister for my girlfriend, but whether it's a misunderstanding or not doesn't matter. Because these words came from a subordinate I trusted. Only one word naturally escaped my lips. Apologize. You make it sound like she's getting in the way of my career.
What is it, Chief? I was just...
It was certainly a chance to advance my career. That's why when I told her about the transfer offer, she was actually happy for me. But I chose to turn it down. I wanted to spend a little more time with her, with my sister.
Huh? What?
You can't take for granted that the people close to you will always be there. When my sister lost her sight, that lesson hit me hard. My sister will probably get married someday. When that happens, the time I have with her now will be all I have left. And she lost her sight so suddenly. Who's to say she won't develop some other unexpected illness in the future? So what's important to me right now is my time with my sister. That's why turning down the transfer was my decision, and my decision alone.
Oh, Oh, she's your sister. I'm sorry, I thought she was your girlfriend.
Oh, it's all right. I'm not offended.
I can't just let it go. Those heartless words she just hurled were undoubtedly a blade meant to attack you, sis.
Yeah, that's right.
Akari. Apparently, she had heard everything. Akari, holding the drinks, glared at Yuno with sharp eyes.
I've been listening for a bit, and I hear you treating Ayaka like she's some kind of burden without knowing a thing.
And you are?
I'm Ayaka's best friend, Akari Kiraki. You better remember that. Because one day, it'll be a name known by many in the fashion industry, right alongside Ayaka Nanami. After all, Ayaka and I run a design office together called Nanahoshi Design Lab.
That's right. My sister actually achieved the dream she's had since her high school days, and now she's working as a fashion designer with Akari's help.
Ayaka may have lost her sight, but she still has the incredible sense of style she was born with, and her mind is overflowing with all sorts of images. So, I take those ideas and give them form, and that's how we fulfill our clients' requests. Actually, back in high school, I wanted to be a pop idol.
An idol?
People told me it was impossible, that I needed to think seriously about my future. But I'm not good at thinking so rigidly about things like that. Rather, I believe that if you live your life to the fullest doing what you want to do now, things will work out. Hey, Nanami, I want to be an idol. Could you make my costumes? I heard you can make super cute clothes. An idol? I don't mind, but...
Buying costumes was expensive, and since Akari wasn't good at making them herself, she asked my sister. Back then, my sister simply enjoyed making clothes. To support Akari's dream, they started working together as a team. I remember my sister telling me happily how she was drawn to Akari's boundless cheerfulness.
We were inseparable after that. Ayaka was always there with me, smiling. I did live stream, performed on stage, and every time I had an event, Ayaka would make me the perfect, cutest costume. Whenever I felt like giving up, she'd notice right away and be the first to cheer me on, saying Akari is the cutest in the world. We had no real prospects of making a living, but it was so much fun. I wished it could go on forever. But then, we found out about Ayaka's illness.
Back then, when my sister was feeling down, crushed by the fear of losing her sight, Akari said to her,
It's thanks to you, Ayaka, that I was able to chase my dream. So now, it's my turn to help you, right? So if you ever lose your sight, I'll be your eyes. You can think of the designs and I'll bring them to life. That way, we can become fashion designers together. So don't look so worried. It's okay. We're best friends. We're on the same wavelength. See? And we can totally do this.
Yes, that was the promise Akari made that encouraged my sister when she was at a loss after her diagnosis.
We studied together at a fashion vocational school for 2 years and launched our design office right after graduation. I was terrible at sewing, so it was really tough, but for the first 4 years after we started the office, Ayaka could still see. We established our workflow during that time and we're still working together based on that system. At some point, being with Ayaka became more important to me than becoming an idol. So just like Aoto, I don't think of her as a burden in the slightest. Akari. Even if you can't understand our values, it's a fact that our office wouldn't exist without Ayaka. If Ayaka weren't here, our current clients would probably stop giving us work. So in that sense too, Ayaka is absolutely essential. If you get it, then apologize properly to Ayaka. And to Aoto too.
Akari.
Huh?
Hey, wait, Yuno. For a moment, Yuno's face twisted in pain. She bit her lip, then ran off without another word. You two, I'm sorry about my subordinate.
I'm not bothered, so it's okay. Besides, I'm sure she's not a bad person deep down, right?
Well, I thought so too, until today.
Then don't be too hard on her, okay? But it made me happy. Thank you both for getting angry on my behalf.
Of course I would. Someone was dissing my best friend.
I just said what I was thinking.
Well, there are still some shops we haven't been to. Let's go.
We put it behind us and resumed our shopping. As we enjoyed our time, we didn't realize the reason why my sister wasn't bothered by Yuno's words.
The way the chief looks at that woman? He's in love with her.
The next day, frustrated by yesterday's events, Yuno had gone out for a walk to clear her head.
She's his sister's best friend, which means she's close to the chief too? So that's why he doesn't care about me at all. Is that?
Just then, she spotted my sister. She thought, "You've got to be kidding me," and was about to change direction, but then she noticed something.
Oh, there are rocks lined up over there.
They were probably left there by some kids from the neighborhood. Seeing my sister walking straight towards them, Yuno, worried she would get hurt,
Okay, that should be fine.
moved the rocks out of the way before my sister got there. Yes, despite her harsh words, Yuno isn't a bad person. And then she thought,
And maybe now.
along with her frustration, guilt had been building up inside Yuno. She took a deep breath and called out.
Ayaka!
Huh? Oh, are you Yuno?
After she lost her sight, my sister's ability to remember voices naturally improved. And since she had just heard it yesterday, it seems she remembered Yuno's voice.
What a coincidence meeting you again today. Do you come around here often?
Sometimes.
I see. You know, there's something I wanted to tell you. I'm so glad I ran into you again.
Well, of course.
Yuno assumed she still had a complaint about yesterday. So she braced herself for a scolding, but what came from my sister's mouth was something else entirely.
Yuno, thank you so much for helping me the other day.
Huh?
You see, you helped me when I was having trouble with some abandoned bicycles.
This had happened when Yuno was out of the office for a sales call.
Okay, that should do it. Crap, I'm going to be late for my appointment. See ya!
Oh, wait! At least tell me your name.
The kind person my sister told me about at the dinner table that one time, it was actually Yuno.
Yesterday, I thought your voice sounded familiar, and I finally remembered just before I went to sleep. You were the one who helped me, right? I really wanted to thank you properly. Oh, do you like sweets? I actually just bought some baked goods. If you like them, would you accept these? The pastries from this place are delicious.
Why? Why aren't you blaming me? I said such horrible things to you yesterday. I'm sure I hurt you deeply, so why?
Hearing the regret in Yuno's voice, my sister spoke gently.
I'm not just being tough. I truly wasn't hurt by what you said yesterday. Because none of those words came from your heart. You were just jealous, weren't you, Yuno? Because you thought I was Alto's girlfriend.
What? How did you know?
Because everything you said sounded like you were just putting up a brave front. The moment you realized I was his sister and not his girlfriend, your tone of voice completely changed to one of relief. That's when I knew for sure. Akari interrupted you, but you were about to apologize right away, weren't you? In reality, you're a very kind person. The proof is that you helped me when you were about to be late for a sales call, but you didn't even remember me yesterday.
That was just because I was in a hurry.
Is that so? To me, it seems like you forgot because you're so used to helping people. Even though I can't see.
No matter how much you try to hide things, it won't work on my sister. It seems Yuno was no exception.
Even so, it doesn't change the fact that I said those terrible things to you. And hurting someone out of jealousy is completely unforgivable. Ayaka, I am truly, truly sorry for what I did yesterday.
Yuno bowed her head deeply. My sister's eyes, though they couldn't see, were surely watching her. Yuno declined the offer of pastries. Finally, after warning her to be careful of the rocks over there, she left. Now, as for what happened with Yuno after that,
I am so sorry about what happened with Ayaka.
she apologized to me first thing when she got to the office. My sister had told me afterwards that Yuno was the one who had helped her. So I was able to thank her, and we made up. Great job, Yuno. Congratulations on hitting your personal goal for the month.
Thank you very much.
The one thing that changed was that her friendly attitude towards me disappeared. It was the proper way for a subordinate to act, but I couldn't help but feel a little sad that she had drawn such a clear line between us as boss and employee. And so, 5 years passed.
I can see.
Sis? Oh, thank goodness. Can you really see?
Can you see me? Can you see me? I can see you, Alto, Akari.
Amazingly, a treatment for retinitis pigmentosa was developed, one that was only effective for a specific type of genetic mutation. Luckily, my sister had that exact genetic type. The doctors at the hospital reached out to her, and she was prioritized to receive a retinal sheet transplant surgery abroad. And at long last, her sight was restored.
Hey, Dad, I'll spend my whole life paying you back, so please, just this one thing.
In fact, Yuno's father was the president of a major manufacturing company. She had pleaded with him to invest in research for retinitis pigmentosa. All right, don't you ever forget those words. In other words, the reason the research for the cure progressed and why my sister was able to receive treatment so quickly was all thanks to Yuno. We happened to hear about it at the hospital where she was treated. But even though we wanted to thank her, by that time, she had already left the company. The only thing we could do was send a thank you letter and a bag that my sister and Akari made especially for her to the pharmaceutical company where she now worked.
To think that the incredibly popular Ayaka Nanami and Akari Kiraki made this just for me. I'm so lucky.
Her last name was no longer Washimiya by then. The story of how she found happiness in her arranged marriage is for another time. And as for us,
Ayaka, about the next job request. Whoa! Oh, Alto? Welcome, Akari. Alto's in the middle of a serious dilemma. Wow! I feel like it's been a while since I've seen that face. By the way, what are you so worried about?
it's just... Akari, I love you. Please, go out with me, with marriage in mind.
Huh?
After realizing my feelings for Akari, my sister's best friend, it took me quite a long time to confess.
What's there to be so surprised about, Akari? He was so obvious. No way! The only reason you knew is because you're you, Ayaka.
Seeing Akari, her face beat red, accept my confession with a yes I'd love to, I couldn't help but pump my fist in victory. After that, Akari and I grew closer and got married. However, I received another transfer offer from headquarters, so I'm currently living away from home for work. The two of them sent me off with open arms, and now my sister and Akari are working harder than ever at their office. I never thought a day like this would come, back when we first found out about my sister's illness. It was a future we couldn't even dare to hope for. We were able to achieve it because my sister never gave in to despair. The future can bring despair, but it can also bring hope. Even if the path ahead is dark, if you move forward without pessimism, a better tomorrow may be waiting for you.
Akari and Alto is so cute, and Ayaka has such a huge heart. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!